Historic day in the empowerment journey for the youth. And this can only happen when you have an insightful, visionary leader, such as His Excellency Dr. Mnangagwa, who have this passion for development, the passion for the youth, but is in himself a distinguished lead farmer, leading by example. He understands, appreciates, and knows the role of mechanization as an enabler for agricultural modernization, enabler for accelerated agricultural transformation. And it is in this regard that today we gather here to formally hand over the 72 tractors and 2 of 10 combine harvesters availed by the President, His Excellency Dr. Mnangagwa, to accelerate the transformation of the agricultural space. With 72 tractors, you can till on average, we say 1 horsepower per 1 hectare. So 72 are able to do 7,700 hectares. So it's an additional area that we want tilled for agriculture starting this winter and more importantly going into summer. And once this area has been tilled, my expectation is that being youth, your average yield will be nowhere near or less than 5 tons per hectare, and with 2 crops a year. It means that these tractors will enable 77,000 metric tons of grain to be delivered to the Grain Marketing Board and the other marketers. My expectation, therefore, is that the value add as a result of this intervention will be $26 million. That's how this investment is going to unlock value. These tractors ought to be used for the specified purpose. The President said these are not charitable gifts. These go into defined youth business clusters through the right channels of a business. Look, gone are the days where government used to distribute tractors and there was no accountability. These tractors, what we saw earlier, is the transfer, formal transfer of these tractors from our ministry, who account for them to the President, to the Minister of Youth, the designated agent being Empowerbank, who will then be able to give the 72 clusters. My expectation is that you'll be able to form formidable business clusters. My ministry is available to give all the necessary assistance to ensure that you view youth view farming as a business. Once you've done 7,700, ordinarily a combine harvester does at least 600 to 1,000 hectares in a year, which is why the 10 combine harvesters are really matched to the number of tractors that you have received. My expectation through a robust monitoring and evaluation system is that we'll be putting in place with the minister, is that we'll be able to see these units put into productive use. This complements other elements. Yesterday evening, we had a discussion regarding the 10 million US dollars for irrigation support for youth to complement these efforts. And that money is now going to be available through AFC, and we'll be making an announcement shortly. We also hope that Empowerbank will be able to participate so that in addition to getting the tractors, we are now also able to get accelerated irrigation development assistance. For those youths that are in the 2,400 wards, 1,620 rural wards, know that the President is with you. These opportunities lie beneath your feet in the provinces. Each time someone asks you about Vision 2030, ask them, Vision 2030 lies beneath our feet in our resources, in our soils, in our agriculture, in our minerals. But Vision 2030 lies here to unlock those resources for transformative development. So we want to bring through Vision 2030 and Rural Development 8.0 opportunities for youth in the rural wards. This is why the policy for the 10-hectare plots will no longer apply. I want you to get this very clearly, that the 10-hectare plots where a youth lives, Guruve, to come to Mazoe to get a 10-hectare plot and then has to relocate their family and start a new family is no longer there. We want the youths where they have grown up, where they have participated, to get opportunities there. So in every ward, we are going to look for 2 centers. Every ward, 2 centers, 2,500 wards, 4,800 centers. They are called youth business units, which is why the president is giving the youths access to 2 drilling rigs of now. We will be able to increase them as we purchase more to 10 drilling rigs, where they are going to focus on establishing youth business units. Youth in a village, whether there is a river or not, there is land, and that land is the basis for opportunity. So we will be able to establish a youth business unit with all the irrigation, drip irrigated, solar powered, and also to do the fish ponds and a bit of horticulture. This is an exciting time to be a youth in Zimbabwe. It's an exciting time to get the leadership of His Excellency that's so visionary, that leaves no one and no place behind, certainly.
And Comrade Masuka, like you had said earlier on, that we need to really appreciate what our president is doing for the youth. And we want to thank him. We want to thank him wholeheartedly. And we hope these tractors are going to be utilized in a rightful manner. You have mentioned that these tractors are not for mining purposes or any other purposes outside agriculture, because our president is saying we need to create jobs for our youth through agriculture.
For our people, and we're taking the same thing in South Africa, and we do it everywhere else, and encouraging everyone else to do the same. We'll also engage our own president of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, that the other solution to kill unemployment of the youth is to train the youth to be able to feed themselves and feed others, because agriculture is also a business.